Okay, let's get started. This is Angela with Creatively Done, and today I'm going to be painting on a 10 by 20 canvas using a split cup that, if you can see it in here, has 4 different colors. It has, well, actually more than 4 colors, but it has blue, white, silver, and diazinon purple. I'm wearing gloves today, so I'm no doubt going to spill paint everywhere. And I'm going to try to just put a little bit of white on the edge before I get started. And go around the canvas. And I see one schmutz over there already. Nice little lump of something. See if I can get that off. And I'm going to leave the inside or the center of the painting. I'm not going to put paint because I want to see how much this paint in the split cup is going to travel. So all I'm going to do is just pull out this beforehand so I don't have to stretch the painting a lot. I'm not looking to stretch my painting. I'm looking to keep the design in the center and hopefully see how this works. My partner in life here does 3D printings, and I talked him, Ken, into making me some 3D cups, printed cups, because I saw others being used, and they're on the side over here, and I'm going to move them out of the way. If you want to see them, we'll have those available as well, but I don't want to get paint all over them. And all I'm doing right now is just covering the edge of my canvas, so kind of to create like a little well for the paint and not have to go up to it too much so I don't destroy the colors. Hopefully are going to come out really nice. I've tried this before and tried filling in the black and the white around the edges, and it didn't work quite as well as I would like it to, so I'm going to try it this way. A little unconventional. Normally you would flood the whole canvas. I'm going to see just how level my desk is because I had to spend a little time doing that, and since it's up on an angle, I didn't want to take too much of a chance that it was just going to go sideways. So let me set that there. That's bound to fall too. And take my cup again with my thumb, get it all in the paint. And as you can see, I'm going to try to hold it as best as I can. Start at the top. And let the colors cascade down. And with the split cup, it makes it where you shouldn't have to spend so much time. It's going off the back, as I knew it would. But I don't have it up at a high enough angle. But I'm going to stay right here, right in the middle, pull it down, and see if I can get some of this to travel further down by just tipping the cup a little bit more. If you can see, colors coming out. And as you can see, you'll see the green on the bottom, so I'm going to make that travel down a little bit. Let's see how this turns out. I put the green on the bottom because it would be the last color out. So I'm going to just travel back up to the top of the painting. Get a little bit more of the white and the green and the purple. Wow, this is going to look pretty. What the cup does for you is it keeps the colors separate. And I'm going to stop that right there. A little bit of a drip. Wipe off the edge of it. And now if I can, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get a little bit more white just right down the center. So I have a container full of, it's not baking soda, it's Sax White mixed with Floetrol and a little bit of glue. 3 parts Floetrol, 1 part glue, 1 part GAC. And what I'm going to do now is lift this up just a little more and have it go right down the center. Spread the colors out a little bit more. See how that makes. That's not the best intention, but it's what I got right now. And what I can do to correct it, see, I should have put some white in the very center. It's not turning out the way I wanted it. But I'm going to move it back. You can see it on camera. And over. Trying not to get it off the canvas. And what that's going to do in the center, by keeping that white in the center, is it's going to make it look like I had more white in there than I really did. This is a little bit too much white right here. Oh good, it took the glove off for me. I didn't have to do it. I have another pair underneath that are clean. So let me get rid of those. And like I said, when you do something like this, and you're trying to get a design, the best thing to do is to not really have a plan. And now it's falling off the edge on the other side. So let me try to correct a little bit. Bring it back to the top. Bring it over. The split cups work great. Putting that extra line of white in the middle may not have been the smartest thing that I could have done. But it's done. So what I'm going to try to do is add some more paint to the cup. Leave out the white. And just put the blue, 2 blue or Prussian blue, and the purple. Work from this side. See if I could correct that a little bit, because I like the rest of it. I just don't like the very top. So I'll just pour over it. Oh, the beauty of pour paint. Just keep pouring. I might even put a little more silver because that looks kind of nice. Normally the silver gets lost, but for some reason this time it didn't. So I'm going to add more. Just not going to add any white since there is enough white right here. If you could see the top of the painting, and I'm trying to keep it in frame here. So here we go again. Let me hold this up at an angle. I'm holding it with my non-dominant hand, so it's really pretty hard to keep a grip on it. But I'm going to push that out of the way, and you can see how much paint is on there. Man, that is a lot of paint. And it's all going to run off the edge. Unless I pull it back. Let it go. I'm going to let some of that white run off. This is going to look like an ocean, like a lake and some mountains. At least that's what it looks like to me. And if I pull it back, it'll look like a rounder lake. Okay, well there's a lot of paint on the overflow, so it's interesting. And it's falling all off the canvas. Not what I wanted it to do. Not what I wanted it to do at all. Well, we definitely got a different kind of look here going, kids. I'm going to try to stretch it back towards the other side and see if I can get it to fall off that side too. The rate I'm going, it's bound to happen. I hope I have some of this in frame so you can see it, so you can see what not to do. You know, I probably should be the one that shows you what not to do when you're pour painting. That would probably get me more recognition than trying to do what I should do. But that looks pretty darn cool too. But the only thing I wish I could get to do is have that stretch down a little bit more without pouring paint all over the table. I can see if I could do that. And all this beautiful paint off here, I have on a piece of paper that will allow me to peel it off. Well, the part on the top, the part furthest away from me, is not moving very much, so that's a good thing. But right here is where I'm not too happy right there. That had a smaller edge or line of white, it would be a lot more agreeable to me. So I'm going to go back towards the top again. Wow, I got paint everywhere. Not sure how to correct this part right here. Maybe I'll pull it off a little bit. Oh, that didn't work, did it? And if I could, if I only could, I surely would. Just pull this in. How can I do that? Let me use a palette knife. Let's see if that'll work. I've got this piece of cellophane that's now attaching itself to the painting on the top. Not what I want to do. So let me see if I can just get a ribbon of color from the bottom here. All this nice deep dark colors. That's going to look fine on that edge. And without it getting too muddy, and it's getting muddy already. Oh well, it's a valiant try. And now I have it on holders, so I'm now finger painting. But just want to pull some of the color so it has some continuity and not all this deep, 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 deep color right through here. So, well, not exactly what I intended. Let me show you the top of it here. See if I can get some of those colors to squeeze back together over there. There we go. That's a little better. And now squeeze back down this way. Got anything in frame, let me know. And if not, it was worth a try. Well, I got paint coming off on my hands over here, though, I'll tell you that much. And I'm trying to get it to go down to the other side here where I kind of messed up just a little. You're supposed to do it a lot slower than I'm doing it. So if you're tilting your painting and you want the paint to move, go slow. If you want it to run off the board, go fast. And as you can see, let me get this out of the way so I can put it steady. I'll set it down. And this I'm not really happy with. I could probably get it full of white paint or all kinds of paint. Now I have no gloves, but I could probably put a little bit of white paint right here and correct this if I don't overdo it. Yep, it's acrylic pour painting. P-O-U-R. Let me get rid of these gloves. And just try to get something creatively done. If it doesn't work the way you want it to, try a little more color. Like I said, wipe off your knife, pull it out, make sure there's no color on it. As long as it's covering the canvas, it should be okay. Since I've got to do the sides anyway, I'll cozy up over there. This is where my fingerprint was. That doesn't look too bad. This is kind of interesting. It kind of looks like water. These did look like mountains, not anymore. So let me see if I can get my hands all filthy again. Let me put on another pair of gloves because I can always take them off. But it's really, oops, my one thing on the bottom is falling off, so I'm going to have to fix that. But oh boy. You try, you try. Try again. But when you're doing something like this and you like the colors, the design could be whatever you wanted it to be. So I'm going to pull this off here before I get it on the painting, and it will pull off the paint. And even the stuff that goes over or whatever, right on the floor, that one went. I'll pick it up in a minute. But this is falling off. That's what's doing it. Because it was level when I put it on there. Now, got a little bit more paint that I could put over here and watch it fall off the painting. So I could cover the sides. I'm never quite sure what's the best way to do some of this. If you cover the whole painting first, what happens is it pulls off all your paint. Well, it pulls off all my paint. If I don't, then I get some bald spots on the canvas itself, and we really don't want that either. So, easier to go around, put a little bit of paint on your spatula or on anything, whatever you want to do to pull paint on the side and paint the side of your painting. And just get a little up on top, even it out. I must be the comedy hour for you guys, but you know what? I enjoy doing this. So that's what makes it important to me. This side didn't go off, which means that I have I'll call it a bald canvas on the other side. If I turn it around, I'm bound to get it all over. So I'm going to try to paint the side of the canvas by just tippy-tapping, taking a peek. I'm really kind of camera shy, guys, so the old gray mare just ain't what she used to be, and well, I'll be the anonymous artist, I guess. So I'll go around the table and put a little more paint on the side here and just paint up on the side of the canvas and not get it all over the bottom so it's white. And pull it out just a little. Oh good, that went all over on the side, so it goes all the way over the edge there very nicely. I could do that on this side too and be done with it. But we'll leave it like this for right now. Take a look on this side. Yep, this side's all covered. Maybe I can move it off the other end so the blue paint goes off the side. There we go. That's going over right now. There we go. And now it's dripping off the edge. And I will scrape that so it doesn't continue to run. Scrape this side underneath as best you can. And well, that doesn't look too bad. I don't know what you think, but this is Angela with Creatively Done. It looks like we have a nice river flows through you. One of my favorite songs, but hopefully if I say that I won't get in trouble, but I'm going to pull this back, hold it up a little bit. That does look nice. I can't hold it there because that one part is falling off and I don't want it to fall off. So I'm going to stretch this down a little bit. So we have equal blue and white and purple. Let's see how that looks. What do you think? Should I stop? I think I should stop. I really do. Okay. Well, this is Angela with Creatively Done, using the flip cup that was created for me so nicely by Ken. We will have those offered and available for sale. I'll show you again at the very end. You can see how it holds the paints in 4 separate sections. And hopefully this will look probably the same way as it looks right now. So get out there, get something creatively done, and thank you for watching.